Thought I'd share my initial experiences with the Godox AD400 Pro and the 36-inch glow softbox that I'm currently using it with. Now, I typically use shoe mount flashes because they're small, convenient, and powerful enough for most of the stuff that I do. But I've been using the Godox AD400 Pro occasionally, especially for the online courses that I teach. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Let's run through some of the features. I think maybe not so much a feature, this first point here, but this is a $650 piece of gear. Now, my TT685s that I use, the Godox TT685s, they run about $110 each. Now, why do I use those more often than I've used this more expensive item? Well, it just depends on what I need. See, the Godox AD400 Pro is just a lot more powerful than the smaller flashes, and sometimes you need that. If you're shooting outside and you need to take control over your situation, you've got a lot of ambient light and you want to do things with that, you want to control the look of the ambient light as it relates to the light that you bring in, you're going to want more power. Another thing is the recycle time is really fast on the AD400 Pro. It comes in at a little under 1 second, even at full power. Now, if you're using less than full power, that's going to be a lot faster than that. The TT685 is about twice as slow to recycle, so you can see the advantage there. Otherwise, it's the same basic features. We've got a built-in receiver for the Godox wireless X flash control system. You're usually going to use a Godox transmitter on your camera to control something like this. It's compatible with most versions of TTL because the TTL signals are interpreted by the Godox flash trigger. All right, and that trigger is going to have to be specific to your camera's brand of TTL. But, the interpreted TTL control signals, once they leave the transmitter from your camera's position, they're going to give the, any Godox flash that you're using, they're going to give it the right TTL control signals in order to work. You've got all the usual flash controls that you'll find with the smaller units like the TT685s. With this larger unit, you've got TTL, manual, high-speed sync, stroboscopic. You've got the S1 and S2 style syncs, and you've got the mini jack sync. This also has a nice LCD menu that I really like, and something that you're not going to find on the smaller flash units. You've got a modeling light, and this is a proportional modeling light. It can either be at one set power, or it can be brighter or dimmer proportionally to the power setting you've got it. It's got a Bowens mount compatibility, and I've got to say that it's the battery. I'm pretty happy with what the battery's given me. That's about 390 flashes under normal conditions. The battery has done a good job. And even with the battery, it's not too heavy. This whole thing is under 5 pounds, battery and all. Now, this particular product is available under at least one other brand name that I know of, and that's Flashpoint. It's the same thing. It's a different name, but they're all compatible with each other. The Godox stuff and the Flashpoint stuff should all work together. Mix and match. Now, the modifier that I'm using here in this shoot and what I'm using generally with this flash lately is the Glow 36-inch octagonal softbox. Now, this one runs about 85 bucks. It's extremely easy to set up and collapse, and it's durable. Now, something like that's really important, especially on location. I don't want to, a lot of these softboxes are just hard to set up, and takedown is maybe a little easier, but they're just hard to use. This thing, it just collapses and opens up. Not exactly like an umbrella type modifier does, but similar. It's got a good design. You can use it in different configurations, but I just tend to use it with, I put the internal baffle in and the front panel and basically nothing else. It's got like a little reflector kind of dish thing that you can use in there, and a little extension rod, but I don't really mess around with that. It works well enough in this configuration. Because of its size, it's good for standard portraits and headshots, maybe some still life, product shots, things like that, things requiring smaller coverage areas. So you can see the results that I got using this as a standard portrait light, and also when I attempted to use it on full length shots. And you can see how that turned out if you check out the long form video on my Patreon page that features this shoot. Basically, I've been very happy with both of these products, especially when used together. Now, like I said, this is really portable as a kit. Even with the light stand, even with not the most compact of light stands, this is still really portable and easy to use on location. Gives you excellent, consistent results indoors and outside. It'll give you plenty of power over the ambient light, so this is great for natural looking additional lighting, like fill lighting, as well as something that you can use to overpower the ambient if you like that look. All right, so check out my Patreon to see this photo shoot in its entirety. It's about an hour-long video, and you can just watch it at your convenience. You don't have to sit there the whole hour through and watch it. Just watch it in pieces. I think you'll find it really informative. And you watch that, and you can ride along for the whole shoot. And I've got a full discussion of settings that I used during the shoot. And towards the end, we run through the editing of the images too. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead and click like if you like this video. And I guess that's about it for today. See you next time.